Chapter 1 of Quiet Hints to Growing Preachers in My Study. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by MaryAnn, January 23, 2010. Quiet Hints to Growing Preachers in My Study by Charles Edward Jefferson. Chapter 1. Wherefore All This? Please, let me shut the door. We are here alone, brethren, and we want no eavesdroppers. Human ears are sensitive, and if we do not speak in quiet tones, I fear the laity may come flying as doves to our windows. It is characteristic of human nature to be interested in what is intended for somebody else. A short time ago I invited into my study a company of laymen that we might have a confidential chat concerning certain matters relating especially to the people in the pews. But before the evening was far advanced, my invited guests were crowded completely into a corner by the throng of ministers who came rushing in. I had spoken only briefly when a minister began suggesting things which laymen ought to hear, and when at last my talk was finished the most robust "Amen," which reached my ears, came from the approving throat of a clergyman. I fear, therefore, that should our present meeting be noised abroad, it would be necessary to adjourn from the study to the church auditorium, and possibly to the public square, for nothing so stirs the curiosity of laymen as the things which ministers discuss in secret. I have long wished, brethren, to talk over with you certain things which are so delicate in their nature one hesitates to mention them, but which are of so great importance to us clergymen and to the church universal, that silence concerning them cannot be commended. What I shall say is not said as criticism, but rather as suggestion and admonition. Some of you have written to me, others of you have come to see me from time to time concerning perplexities in your work, and there are other things no doubt on your mind which you have not yet had opportunity to mention. In order that we might have a good confidential talk together about these things of moment to us all, I have opened wide my study door and asked you to come in. You are all, I see, younger men than I am, and therefore I can speak with greater plainness and fuller freedom. But however frank and bold my utterance, brethren, not one syllable shall be spoken to hurt, but every syllable to help. I am not a sour-eyed censor of ministerial morality, nor do I wish to swell the chorus of that hoarse-voiced company just now shouting the minister's dispraise. I have no sympathy with the men who persist in the affirmation that most ministers preach what they do not believe, nor do I accept the dictum laid down with gravity by sneering judges.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?